A deck is an investment, and like anything else, you'd like to get as much longevity out of it as you can. With Booster Set 4 Great Legend coming up very soon, let's see what decks will stand the test of time going into it and beyond. Right off the bat, Black, Yellow, and Green will all get a ton of new cards from common to super rare in Set 4 that will make up the bulk of decks. Black, while still using some staples, will mainly be playing the new D-Brigade related cards introduced. Yellow gets new super rares to make up the bulk of the top end and a bunch of cards below that build up the deck. You can keep playing Shine Greymon largely unchanged, just tossing in the new Rise Greymon and Blinding Ray, but it's uncertain if it will be able to keep up with the powerful DP minusing focused War Greymon builds who don't rely on Tamers to do a similar strategy plus swarm the board. Green will now focus around an entire new strategy in Digiburst, which will come in Set 4 and the new starter deck. Purple is a good middle ground using a lot of the same cards, just with new megas and options. That leaves us with two popular deck colors, red and blue. Red only, while facing a rough time in Booster Set 4 because of its bad matchup into yellow, is still a useful deck. With the sudden shift to War Greymon top ends because of security control popping up, Marcus becomes more valuable to current builds, getting more targets to get a memory off of. Red gets a whole new archetype with Spirits if you want to play it, but Omnimon will still be able to perform decently. Very little change goes into it, just toss in your Rise and Marcus. Looking even further ahead at Booster Set 5, Battle of Omni, Red gets more love with Shoutmon and Omnimon support. While a lot of new cards are introduced shaking up Omnimon decks, you still use a ton of staples like Dark Tyrannomon, a ton of the starter deck cards, and some of the familiar megas. So, now, what's the deal with blue? If you're looking for truly the #1 best long-term investment deck in Digimon TCG currently, it's gonna be in blue. That deck would be Blue Imperial Dramon. Blue Imperial Dramon has already been proven to be a nice, strong sleeper hit in our current meta, having a great matchup into Shine Greymon, who is popular, and doing very well against Red with all its jamming. It's a cheaper option currently than having to pick up Omnimons for Red, or all the Tamers plus Shine for Shine Greymon decks. So it's a great competitive deck for jumping into the game right now. But it stays just as competitive with very minimal upgrade. Blue Imperial Dramon focuses on rushing down the opponent and swinging for a ton of security in the early turns aggressively because of jamming. You want to get your matches done quick a lot of the time with this deck. Often, you will take out enough security to leave them at 0 for the turn and just need the next turn to win. Your opponent will play around this and plan for how many Digimon you have on the field currently. What they don't expect, however, is evolving your Tamer into the new Lobomon card. Introduced in Set 4, for only 2 memory, Lobomon can Digivolve over any of your blue Tamers as if it were a level 3 Digimon. This is huge for sneaking out a win and is usually the last push Blue Imperial Dramon needs to seal the game. Looking beyond that in Booster Set 5, we see a ton of new Omnimon introduced again. Multiple of them Digivolve from Red or Blue again, meaning more tools for Blue. Similar to the Set 4 upgrade and how Imperialmon tries to finish things in one turn, the new Omnimon with the new keyword Advance contributes to this one-turn kill or OTK strategy. Advanced states, if you Digivolve while passing memory over to your opponent, you can still attack. Omnimon has its own effect to unsuspend itself on Digivolution. This gives you one more extra swing when your opponent thought they were safe. Like Lobomon, this one extra swing could have been the last one needed to close the game. The rest of the deck, you ask? Largely completely the same because of the name dependency Imperial Dramon decks have thanks to their effects. You can play around with the new Tamers or options, but it's entirely up to you. If you want a really long-lasting deck that can still compete with very minimal upkeep, Imperial Dramon is your #1 choice and the best investment for the future of the Digimon TCG. Thanks for watching. I hope this video was helpful to you. Please let me know if it was or wasn't, and what kind of videos you want to see in the future. Until those next videos, I'm TastyRC, and I'll see you next time. Remember to stay hungry until you get a taste of victory.